So you go online to find a simple hearing device, and within 5 minutes, your screen is flooded with 50 options that all look exactly the same. You have prescription aids, over-the-counter devices, and weirdly named amplifiers ranging from $30 to $3,000. It is a total mess. The companies selling these actually want you confused. They intentionally blur the lines to pass off cheap junk as medical technology. In fact, there is one specific keyword hidden on the packaging of the bad devices that instantly exposes them as a complete waste of money. And we will reveal exactly what that word is at the end of this video. But first, let's look at the category causing the absolute most confusion: personal sound amplification products. These devices, known as PSAPs, look almost identical to actual hearing aids, but they are a fundamentally different product. They are simply electronic sound amplifiers meant for short-term use by people with completely normal hearing. Think activities like bird watching, hunting, or trying to hear a lecture from the back of a crowded room. They were never designed to address actual hearing loss. Because of that, the FDA regulates them as basic electronic gadgets, not medical devices. They lack directional microphones, background noise management, or any of the advanced technology you find in a real hearing aid. All they do is turn the volume up on absolutely everything across the board. As we have talked about before, just cranking up the volume does not improve speech clarity. While they are usually much cheaper, they offer zero customization or hearing support. If you are dealing with a clarity gap and buy a PSAP, hoping to follow conversations better, you are just going to get a much louder version of the exact same muffled experience. And actually, the problem was never about the volume to begin with. Which brings us to over-the-counter hearing aids. This category completely changed when the FDA created a brand new regulatory framework for it, making it the most important option for anyone dealing with mild to moderate clarity challenges. Unlike PSAPs, OTC hearing aids are true FDA-regulated medical devices that you can buy directly without a prescription. They are built specifically to help with mild to moderate hearing issues, though they aren't meant for severe or profound hearing loss. The difference between an OTC device and a basic amplifier is massive. A real OTC hearing aid is designed to address your actual hearing profile and includes background noise management. A PSAP just blasts raw volume at every single frequency without any filtering. When you start looking at OTC options, you will run into two main types. Non-self-fitting devices come pre-programmed and work right out of the box with zero setup. Self-fitting devices let you adjust and fine-tune the settings yourself, usually through a smartphone app. If you just want to put a device in your ear and have it work instantly without messing with technology, non-self-fitting is the most practical way to go. But if you like tech and want to customize your experience, the self-fitting route gives you that extra control. On the other end of the spectrum are prescription hearing aids, which operate on a completely different level of process and capability. These are medical devices custom fitted directly to your ear canal by a professional to target your exact hearing loss profile. Unlike over-the-counter options, prescription aids are built to handle the entire spectrum of hearing difficulty, making them essential for anyone dealing with severe to profound loss. The catch is the process. Getting one requires a full audiological evaluation, a professional fitting session, and multiple follow-up appointments to fine-tune the settings. It takes serious time, and the price tag reflects that heavy clinical involvement, easily running anywhere from several hundred to several $1,000s per ear. However, if your hearing issues are strictly in that mild to moderate range, the data shows that OTC devices actually deliver a comparable benefit to prescription ones in everyday listening situations But if your struggles feel much more severe, or if you have been missing conversations for a very long time, getting a professional clinic evaluation is absolutely worth the priority before you spend money on any device. Now that the categories are clear, the real question is figuring out exactly where you fit. The easiest way to start is by looking at where your daily struggles actually happen. If you can follow a quiet one-on-one conversation, just fine, but completely lose track of speech in noisy restaurants, miss high-pitched sounds like doorbells, or constantly turn up the TV when everyone else says it is plenty loud, you are dealing with a classic mild to moderate clarity gap. That is the exact sweet spot OTC hearing aids are built to fix. On the other hand, if you struggle to catch what people are saying even in a perfectly quiet room, or if normal conversational volumes are consistently hard to hear, no matter where you are, your hearing loss is likely beyond the mild to moderate range. In that case, skipping straight to an OTC device means you might miss out on a critical, targeted solution that only a professional diagnostic evaluation can give you. If you have any uncertainty at all about where your hearing actually stands, getting that professional clarity first is definitely the smartest move. Walking into this market blind is why so many people get frustrated. They buy a cheap PSAP amplifier thinking it is a hearing aid, realize it does nothing for clarity, and assume nothing works. Or they assume the expensive prescription route is their only option and put off getting help for years. This brings us back to the major red flag from the start of the video. The easiest way to spot a cheap volume booster trying to pass as a medical device is to check the packaging for the words personal sound amplification product or PSAP. Legally, companies cannot call these hearing aids. If you see those terms, it is just a basic amplifier, not a solution for clarity. If you are in that mild to moderate range and want a genuine FDA registered OTC hearing aid without clinic visits or massive costs, check out our HearDirectClub's Nova linked below. Use code YT10 right now for an exclusive 10% off. It is built specifically for clarity gaps and comes with a 100-day money-back guarantee. To hear the difference yourself, listen to this quick sample of a muffled conversation without help, compared to the absolute clarity of the Nova.
This is a demo of Nova in a busy restaurant setting. Use the buttons below to switch between hearing with Nova and without Nova.
If you want more honest, straightforward guides to help you make the right decision with confidence, hit the subscribe button.